What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, where tonight I would like to start off by asking you guys a question. How many of you guys are new to the hobby or returning and or on a budget, and you go looking for advice on what to buy, and everyone's telling you to buy LeBron James, Patrick Mahomes, Ronald Acuna. Then you realize that all these cards are already out of your budget. You're too late. Well, in tonight's episode, I'm going to give you guys a handful of cards, all under $10, that I believe, if purchased now, will have you seeing profits within the next couple months. So sit back, relax, grab yourself a snack, grab yourself a drink, do whatever you need to do to get comfortable. And after the intro, we'll be right back to talk about it. Okay, guys, so before we start, I just want to give you a full transparency. All right, none of these cards, under $10 are going to make you rich quick. None of them are going to, be huge gains. But however, none of them are going to break the bank either. They're low risk to like moderate reward type cards. But they're the type of cards that you can buy cheap, you can make some profit, and you can snowball that money, into eventually buying yourself a bigger high-end card without having much of an initial investment, or without having, risking much loss. Also, guys, before I forget, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button. Really helps me out. I enjoy pushing this content out to you guys, and just makes me feel good. So with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. The first card I really want to touch on, and again, if you watch my mail videos, you'll have seen some of this. 2012 Panini Prism baseball cards. Now the basketball and the football has already taken off. I do believe a lot of the baseball cards, they're taking off a little bit slower because people tend to not like the Panini baseball products because of the lack of a Major League Baseball license. They don't have the logos. However, this is still becoming an iconic set, just like the football and the basketball. And some of the superstars in this set are starting to gain some momentum. The Derek Jeters and the Ken Griffeys. A PSA 10 Jeter base sold for over $200 less than a week ago. So that card's really starting to fly. And the Mike Trouts, of course, well over $150 to $200 in a raw form. $800 in a PSA 10. I mean, it's just pretty insane right now on those players. So why not scoop up some of these other superstars from this set? I mean, iconic players and what's going to turn out to be an iconic set. And these cards can be bought anywhere between $1 and $2. I just went online, I found basically set builders, and found on eBay and ComC, $1 to $2 per card in quantities. So, save on shipping, you get discounts when you buy more, things like that. So I went and bought myself like 5 of each player. You got Chipper Jones, it's a Hall of Famer, well-liked player, especially in Atlanta, always going to be popular. Max Scherzer, I know he's a pitcher, but he's got 3 Cy Youngs. If he was to win a 4th Cy Young, he would be one of 5 players to win 4 or more Cy Young awards. You got Miguel Cabrera here, who's kind of been forgotten about because he's, getting towards the end of his career. However, he's at 477 home runs. So he's going to be chasing 500 home runs. Anything like that gets you in the news and gets you popular is going to get, some flow going on your cards. For $1 to $1.50, he hits 500 home runs. You're going to have Cabrera and Detroit fans chasing this card, even if it becomes a $5 card. You buy these in bulk at $1 to $1.50, and you're able to sell them for $5, come mid-season if baseball picks up. I mean, just a no-brainer card. You have Clayton Kershaw, who's been one of the most dominant pitchers of the era, plays in a big market, well-liked out there in LA, and they're putting together a team like they tend to every year. But just imagine if he wins that World Series, these cards for $1. Just none of these you can really go wrong on. And then even Alex Rodriguez, with being a Yankee, still being popular in the media and things like that. I mean, what do you got to lose? $1.50. Even if this card goes up to $3 or $4, you're making money off of it. That's money that you can snowball into something bigger. For example, I did pick up these, and you may still be able to find some of these, but the Bryce Harpers last week were selling for $9 and have already doubled. They're now going between $20 and $25 on eBay. So if you're able to sneak onto ComC or find somebody who's still got one under price on eBay, another good buy. Under $10, that is, if you can find it still. And then, of course, Albert Pujols. So this is an entire stack of Albert Pujols here, so I'm not going to pull them all out. But I didn't pay over $2 or $2.50 for any of these cards. I bought them mostly in lots, so I saved on the shipping. I mean, he's going to be chasing 700 home runs within the next season or two. You know, this is a shortened season, but he's going to be on his way to 700 home runs. He's got over 3,000 hits. Sure shot Hall of Famer. Just imagine when his 700 home run chase starts. People are going to be looking for his cards, and you know, his rookie cards are expensive. This is a low budget card that people might turn to be, you know, the next best thing. So why not take a chance on some of these? If you can't find the prisms, you can always turn to the 2016 optics. These are actually the hollows. They're not even the base. And I bought all these in a lot for under $15. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 hollows, a purple, and then aqua that's numbered out of $2.99 for under $15 for all of these. I mean, if I can't get my money back or double up on these cards, I mean, there's just something wrong. Right now, that's what I have for you in baseball. Just some low-end type stuff, some prisms, you know. Very cheap investment, but could give you some good returns, especially, you know, when you want to take those returns and put them into a card that you're really looking to buy. Next up, I'm going to go with someone from the NFL. I know the NFL is a volatile market. Quarterbacks tends to be right now what everybody is trying to chase, and it's hard to find a quarterback that you can actually get value on right now. It seems like every quarterback's cards are on fire. But for some reason, everyone is, you know, tend to forgotten about Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, this card in a PSA 10, it's on the front of it. This card in a PSA 10, you know, before the Super Bowl was well over $100. After the Super Bowl, it has come back down, of course, because they lost to, you know, the $70 range in a PSA 10. But we're talking under $10. Well, his raw cards can be bought anywhere from $5 to $10. I've seen them even go as low as $3. Of course, you want to look at the scans and the condition on them. But if you can buy these cards for $3 to $5, and San Francisco, who still has a really good team, probably going to make another Super Bowl run. They get hot, they get into the playoffs. His Topps Chrome cards will easily double or triple in value in a raw state. I could see, you know, if you spend $6 or $7 on one of them, easily getting $20 to $25 back out of it raw. And if you were to send it in and get it graded, you know, for a $10 investment. I mean, even PSA 9s currently are selling for $20 to $30. So if you buy one if you buy one raw for $5 or $6, $10 to get it graded, you know, if you get a 10, great. If you get a 9, you're still going to at least make your money back. So to me, another good no-brainer pickup, just completely forgotten about. And if they go on another run this year, this card will get hot again. And last but not least, we're going to go ahead and get into some NBA. It seems to be the hottest sport. That's what everybody's really looking at right now. And first, I'm going to go with a really dark horse candidate right here. A card that I believe is a quick flip. You're going to want to buy this player prior to the playoffs starting back up. And you're probably going to want to sell him if he has a really good game in the playoffs. And the player I'm talking about is Kyle Kuzma. Definitely not a long-term hold, I don't think. But quick flip candidate. I picked up all 3 of these prisms in a lot for $14. I mean, that's his prism base. That's going to be the hottest card, you know, other than the silvers, which are ridiculous, but $14 for 3 of them. That's less than $5 a card. I also bought a lot of optics. This entire lot here cost me $22.50 for 10 optics. That's $2.25 a card. If he goes out, has a good game, hits a game-winning three-pointer or something in the playoffs, the Lakers make a deep drive. I mean, we all know LeBron and Anthony Davis are, you know, the focal points of that offense. However, in the playoffs, when they're facing teams like the Clippers, if they do face the Clippers, someone else is going to have to step up. And I believe that the person that is going to have an opportunity to step up will be Kyle Kuzma. He could make some big shots. He could have a couple big games. And playing in LA on a championship caliber team, I believe would instantly make these cards spike to where you know, like I said, under $5 a card. This card could spike to $20, $2.25 a card. This card could spike to $10, and you're looking at, you know, $8, $15 profit. But you know, when you add it all up, it starts to, you know, add up into a nice little bit of profit. And you know, like I said, once it adds up, you snowball it, then you start buying yourself some of the bigger concrete cards for, you know, your initial low investment. And the final player that I want to talk about, and it's not necessarily the player, because everybody knows about this player. He is one of the, you know, hottest up and coming stars in the NBA. And a lot of his cards, especially like his prisms and stuff, have gotten expensive. But I want to talk about Trae Young and his hoops card. Now I bought 10 of these, and here's 6 of them. I have 4 of them sent off to be graded. I just want to see, you know, what kind of grades I can get on them. But I bought 10 of these in a lot about a month and a half to 2 months ago for $45. So that's $4.50 a card when I purchased them. Now today they're going anywhere between $8 and $10 a card. You might be able to find, you know, one for $6 or $7. But a Trae Young hoops card under $10, you know, the potential to get it graded. I mean, and look, Luka from the same set, and he's not Luka, but you know, in comparison to Luka from the exact same set, the exact same card, Luka Raws are going for about, you know, $35 to $40 raw, and Trae Young is going for anywhere between $6 and $10. So I believe it's a good gamble, low risk, and actually could be a high reward, because even Jason Tatum PSA 10 hoops are really starting to go through the roof now. So you send one of these off to get graded, you get a good grade on it, you know, you got a card that you have an initial, you know, $16 to $20 investment in, that could possibly be a $100 card. The Lukas are selling for close to $200 now, and the Tatum's PSA 10s are reaching, you know, $150 status. So Trae Young, grab these up while they're cheap. The Hawks are not going to be in the playoffs, so everybody's going to be spending their money on playoff players. So you can pick up some of these Trae Youngs cheap, make yourself a nice flip come next season, and yeah, pocket a little bit of a profit off of these. I do believe it's a really good buy right now. So that's all I have for you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You know, which one of these guys was your favorite? Is there somebody that I missed that you really like? You know, do you like none of these? I don't know, just give me some input. And tell me what you're investing in. And yeah, it's storming here, so got to get ready to go. And until next time, good luck in your investing, and I'll see you later.